Hey y'all, Anson here from Ivey's Forge and Homestead. Welcome back to the shop. So as you see, we're inside the woodworking shop today, and we're going to do part two, which I didn't know there was going to be part two, but there's a part two to how I break down pallets. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so I had some people ask me whenever I got done cutting the pallets with the circular saw, how I processed this portion of the pallet to get the usable 2x4, which not really a 2x4, but there's still nice oak for the most part in a lot of pallets. So for this here, right, I also like to keep all of my nails so you can reuse them. So for this one, you're gonna want to wear safety glasses, okay, because these do come up to get you. Get a nice, or not a nice claw hammer, but a used, well-used claw hammer if you got one. Don't get your really nice claw hammer. I prefer one that has more of the bend on it, not the one that comes straight out like a framing hammer. Okay? And I'll choke up on the hammer just a little bit, and on the side of my workbench, I'll take, you can see how it has a little bit of the spacer on a lot of those whenever you cut it. So I'll put that right up against the edge of my workbench. That way I don't get any breakout whenever I take the claw and I just come in. You don't gotta hit it hard. Just break those pieces out. It takes a little bit of practice to not hit your workpiece that you're trying to save. But just take your time. Like I said, most of them you don't have to hit that hard. Okay, now on this side, if you don't want to hit this with your hand here, you can go ahead and flip it around to the other side. Even though it's sticking up like that, you can still hit those. And they'll still pop right off. Normally. Okay? And then once you did that side, flip it around, do the other side. Okay, now you're left with your nails. Okay? So, that's what I do. I have a batch where I've knocked off all the wood, and now I have all the nails. Okay, so from here, I'll take a board, one that I've already done. So sometimes your head is going to pop off your nail. And whenever that happens, I'll just take my hammer and I'll just hit it in. But then I mark it with a Sharpie. That way I can see that there's still a nail in this board without having to really look at the nail. It really stands out to me. So whenever I go to use this down the road, I can easily see that there's a nail in this board. Okay? So I'll go ahead and take one of those. That way it's not marring up your work surface. If you don't care about your bench, then go ahead and just put it right onto the bench. But all those nails are going to put a lot of dents and scrapes into your workbench. And then from there, just like that. Alright, some of them are going to break off. If that happens, just like I said, just hammer it in. Because if you look at these nails, right, they all have the spiral ridges on them, almost like a screw. So these aren't meant to come out whenever you put them in, at least not very easily. If you got a bigger crowbar, you know, 'cause I have one like this, but these don't give a whole lot of leverage. Yeah, I really can't do a whole lot with that. I've even tried, more of like a crow's foot style. But this one, I noticed every single time that I use it, it always breaks the head off. See? It always breaks the head off because it's just how it's shaped. Alright, so I stopped using it. Alright. And since those broke, I get my Sharpie, circle them. Because some of these nails will come right out. Same thing, make sure you're wearing your safety glasses because these things pop out sometimes like a spring. Flip it over. Not gonna lie, you are gonna need a little bit of strength with this. If you don't have a whole lot of strength, then get a bigger crowbar or a bigger hammer. Use that leverage against it. Flip it around. Man, nails. So this one only had 2. So if for whatever reason I just need to cut this off, I can use this whole board and not have nails in it. All right. So there we go. Nice and easy. Part 2 of how I break down a pallet. And I have a lot of usable lumber out of these pallets. So here's a lot of my leftover. Okay, and you already saw all the pallet wood that I use on the wall itself. So you get a lot of usable lumber breaking down pallets. And most times you can find pallets for free. Just going to your local box stores, going to a bunch of different stores. Look on Craigslist. Look on, the Facebook Marketplace. Look on a lot of your local classified type areas, ads, and you'll be able to find free pallets. And it's great lumber. All right. So if you wouldn't mind, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for notifications, and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we also do have an Etsy. If you want to check out we have hats, a few t-shirts, coffee cups, whatnot. And then we will also be posting some of the things that we sell or make. We'll throw up there and give you guys the opportunity to buy some of our stuff. And we do also ask for donations. You don't have to, but I'll also throw that link down in the description to the PayPal link. Thanks for your support, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.